Yes, for some people, the coronavirus causes symptoms that may last for weeks or months after the infection is gone. This is called post-COVID-19 condition or long COVID.
And you know, since last March, we've been following the story of one of those long-haul COVID survivors. And tonight, WATE 6 on your side's Don Dare reports some good news for the Jefferson County woman.
It certainly is, Lori. Recently, her application for disability was accepted, and it came as a nice surprise. Kenitha Tadlock's recovery from COVID-19 has been very slow after it nearly took her life last year. Although she's not presently infected with the virus, her antibodies are triggering inflammatory responses that cause other debilitating problems. Uneasy on her feet and her breathing labored, Kenitha Tadlock slowly walks down the hallway at her home to retrieve a cannulus from her portable oxygen concentrator. She needs the oxygen daily because her lungs have been damaged by COVID-19. It was September of 2020 that Kenitha almost died of the coronavirus. She was hospitalized for a month at Jefferson Memorial Hospital. Before she contracted the virus, Kenitha and her husband, Steve Blankenship, led a normal life with no health issues. But the last 14-plus months have been a struggle for the 45-year-old grandmother as she tried to regain her health, pay off her medical bills, and fight her former employer for benefits.
This is my Social Security disability.
One battle she recently won is with Social Security. It's believed she's the first COVID survivor in Tennessee to be awarded benefits.
As of right now, I'm the first one to receive disability for COVID-19.
What did you have to do to fight to get your disability?
I have fought over a year to get it, and I've had to prove that, you know, that COVID-19 was the issue.
As a result of having the virus, what's happened to your lungs?
It's not like having bronchitis or pneumonia or anything like that. It's like having actual putty stuck in the bottom of the left lobe.
She's been diagnosed with post-COVID syndrome, or long COVID.
Oh, Lord.
Kenitha says her doctor can't predict when her health will improve because her lingering health challenges are many. Persistent post-COVID symptoms include impaired memory, poor concentration, shortness of breath, cognitive dysfunction, which people call brain fog, as well as anxiety.
20% of people who get COVID may end up having, some ongoing chronic symptoms.
Dr. Eric Penniman is the Chief Medical Officer for Summit Medical Group. He does not know Ms. Tadlock. However, he has studied the symptoms of long haulers like Kenitha.
Probably not enough is talked about people recovering from COVID. People think that you either recover from COVID or you die.
Depression is a common symptom of long COVID. For Kenitha, it's been a constant problem.
The psychological effects, if patients have COVID and they're in the ICU and they're wondering, are they going to live? A lot of them do get PTSD, and how long will that last?
Her medical bills are another issue, as we have reported. This $175,000 payment was made last year when Kenitha had health insurance from her employer. Ms. Tadlock now has well over 1,000 pages of medical charges that have accumulated since September of last year.
$600,000. I've had to have ambulances come pick me up due to my oxygen level dropping. So it's well over that now.
I meet regularly with medical directors from the health plans, from Blue Cross Blue Shield, from Cigna, United Healthcare, and they all talk about how they've had to put into their budget this year the total cost of care from people with long hauler syndrome.
Ms. Tadlock claims she contracted the virus last year from a fellow worker at Blossman Gas and Halls. She filed for workers' compensation. The court declined her claim. No evidence, it said. So she appealed. One hearing has already been delayed. A new date has yet to be scheduled. But Kenitha is not giving up.
I want them to pay my bills that I have, and I want them to own up to what they have done to me. But if they were like I am right now, they would pursue it as well.
Now, Ms. Tadlock has an attorney representing her in the workers' compensation case against her former employer. They made no comment because of the litigation. Presently, she has no health insurance. It was maxed out last year. 6 on Your Side started looking for resources that could guide her for paying off her bills. What we found out is Kenitha is not alone in her financial struggle. In a Facebook group, hundreds of people have shared their story about dealing with high medical bills after receiving COVID-related treatments at hospitals. That public group now has nearly 180,000 members. We will continue following her story into next year. Bo?
Don, thank you. And I want to remind you right now, if you have a consumer question for Don, take a moment, send him an email. All you have to do is go to ddare@wat.com. That's where you send it. Or call his 6 on Your Side hotline number at 865-633-5974.